Welcome to Soul Infused Monday, live today here, the second show of 2019. Super excited that you're here. If you are watching the replay, leave a comment and tell me where you're watching from. I always go back, so regardless if you're here live or on the replay, say hello, click the like button, and also do me a favor. When you do click the like button, is when more people can actually see the video, because Facebook shares it in perspective on how many people like it and comment and engagement. So I appreciate your support with that, because the more people see this, the better, and the more we create a soul infused world. Okay, so who is in here? And today we're going to talk about the top 5 things you gotta let go this year to make this your best year ever, to make your dreams come true, to create what you really want to create. And if you have not watched last week's episode, the first episode of the year, definitely go back and watch it. Because if you don't know what you really want, it's going to be very difficult or nearly impossible to actually get it or make it happen this year, okay? So before I get to jump in, tune in for a moment again. If you watched it or if you didn't watch it, tune in for a moment. Take a breath, become super present with yourself. And check in with you. What is it that you really want? Just check in with you. Take a moment and remove any distractions. This is 20 minutes just for yourself. Make it count. And tune in. What is it that you really want? Heather is here, Alyssa is here, great. Let me know if you guys see and hear me clearly. Hit the love and like button so I know it's all working. And also get a pen and a paper. You might want to take notes, lots of notes. And if you're new to this show and to my work, my name is Sonia Bueno de la Torre. And as a certified energy therapist and self-love coach for over 15 years, I'm here to support and help you to set yourself free by shifting your energy and to connect to your soul. So let's jump in. The top 5, excuse me, frog. And before I can jump in, if you have not heard or signed up for my brand new project called Soul Infused Woman. It's an online series. It's going to start next Monday, January 21st, 2019. Go to soulinfusedwoman.com and sign up. It's completely for free. I put a lot of effort, energy, love into it, and it's for any woman that feels like you have more. There's something more for you. And you would love to be more authentic, to tap into your power, and to create a life full of purpose, meaning, and joy. So go and check that out. Hi, Jody's here. Fantastic. Yes. So if you have any questions, leave a comment below as well, regardless if you're live and on the replay. And if you're just jumping in, because often it takes a moment, click the like or love button so I know you hear and see me clearly, and therefore we can also spread this video in a bigger form. Are you ready for your top 5 things? Are you ready for your top 5 things to let them go in 2019? Who is fired up? Who is ready to let go? Say yes, 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 or no, no, maybe, whatever your truth is. Number 1, the number 1 thing you want to let go this year to make a difference, so that at the end of the year, you're not just looking back and you see, oh my God, I wanted to do this and I still haven't done it in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 20 years. So if you're ready to go, write down the number 1 thing you want to let go in 2019 is perfectionism. You gotta let go of perfectionism, because perfectionism is gonna hold you back. And when I say that, I know what I'm talking about. I am a recovered perfectionist, and it sometimes still creeps in. And if I wouldn't have worked through that, if I wouldn't have really did, if I wouldn't have done the inner work in order to let go of perfectionism, I wouldn't have done anything. You would not talk to me. I wouldn't share my wisdom with you. I would make a difference in the world because it would have never been perfect enough. Another, the most recent example, and I'm sharing this with you because I always love to be transparent with you, because no matter how far you are on the journey and how powerful you are, how confident, and there's always a next level. And last year, at the end of last year, when I was thinking, or I wanted to create a retreat this year, a very special, because I have not done a retreat in the Dominican Republic yet. And there were certain things, you know, I had other projects, I was busy, there were so many things going on. Then even though I first decided to do that, stuff came up for me and I nearly talked myself out of it. They say, oh, it's not the right time. What if I don't find the right venue, the right venue? What if it, what if this? What if I don't enroll enough people? What if people don't like it? Like all of that stuff came up and it's like, what the hell is going on? And I'm sharing this with you because if it would have been for the perfectionist in me, I would have never decided to do it before I would have figured out every little detail. And if I would wait until I figured out every little detail, this retreat will happen in 2023. You know, do you get what I'm saying? That's just an example. And now I'm creating this incredible, beautiful spiritual vacation in April here in the Dominican Republic. And if I would have listened to my perfectionist, it would have never happened. And people would have not had the opportunity to make this big transformation this year. So let go of your perfectionism. Number one thing. Who are my perfectionists here? Leave me a comment if you are a perfectionist, you struggle with that, or maybe you are a recovered one. Yeah, as well. Hi, Darlene is here, Joe is here, fantastic. Let me know about your perfectionism. That is number one. Number two, and I will dive a little bit deeper into and make notes and share this with someone. I'm sure there's someone in your family, friendship, community that struggles with perfectionism, right? Maybe they need to hear this today. So share this Soul Infused Monday show with them so that you can help them let go as well. The number one thing that you want to let go this year, if you want to make this year your best year ever and to really make a difference, is you gotta stop playing small. So write this down. Stop playing small. And playing small is a little bit broad, is a little bit vague, and might mean different things for different people. And I will give you a few examples, okay? So playing small, how can you actually determine if you are playing small? Because our psyche and our patterns and our personality is so tricky. Most of the time you're not even aware that you're playing small. Because we don't wake up in the morning, hey, I'm gonna play small today. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna play small today. That's my intention for today. We don't do that. And yet so many times we do it. So stop playing small. And here are a few hints on how you can maybe find out if you are playing small. Number one, excuses. You gotta stop making excuses. And you know, like everything I say to you applies to me, and I walk my talk. I gotta do this myself, have done it, still keep working on it. And playing small, one of the things you notice, excuses. I don't have time, I can't afford it, I am not smart enough, I have to ask my spouse first, or whatever it is. What it is that you really want, let it be. Like my case, I wanted to love myself. And I decided to do whatever it takes to love myself. And then there were moments in my life when I wanted to do this incredible workshop, self-love. I remember the very first, gosh, it's like 100 years ago, it feels like. My very, very first workshop I did back in Germany. I must have been like 26, 27 years old. That was like a bigger thing, like I did other things, but like a big transformational It was even, it was a weekend, and then it was followed by a two-week training around self-love, releasing trauma. And I had tons of excuses not to go. But if I would have listened to it back then, I wouldn't have gone through the transformation. So that's only one example. Playing small is when you come up with excuses, when you say you can't or you don't have. You always make a choice. You always have a choice. Then also playing small, you can recognize when you're playing small, when you have that belief or the thought, I can do it myself. As long as you have that belief and thought like, oh, I can do it myself, or I have to do it myself. A lot of women, you know, I see this over and over again. We have that innate thing that we think like, oh, we have to do this all by ourselves. And obviously, no, number one, no. If it would be that way, you would have done everything that you wanted already. And support and community, accountability, someone believing in yourself, someone coaching you, someone pushing you to go beyond your boundaries, super, super crucial for success. So that's also another way where you can see that you are playing small. And of course, when you blame others or circumstances for what's happening to you. So taking responsibility 100% for what you are experiencing and what you are creating is the opposite of playing small. Okay, so am I landing here so far? We have 2 out of 5. I'm just gonna go through the comments here real quick. We have a lot of perfectionists here. Please click the like, love, or share button so that I know you hear, see me, and this is valuable to you. If this is valuable to you, please let me know. Super important feedback for me. Perfectionist. And so the number 3 thing that you gotta let go, and I am very aware of something before I share number 3 with you. Depending on where you are on your journey, depending on how you woke up this morning, depending on what's going on in your life, even though you understand that these things are important to let go, some of them you will say, yeah, I know this, but it's not that easy. Or yeah, it's easy for you to say, Sonia. Yeah, so I'm very aware of that. And I'm not saying it's going to be easy, because if it would be easy, you would have let go of it already without a heartbeat and you wouldn't even listen to me. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm saying you gotta let go of it. And if you are not able to, or you don't know how, then you make a decision to work on it and you find someone to work with and help you. Because it's not gonna happen overnight, right? So I want you to know that I really get that. And I don't expect you to simply say, oh my gosh, yeah, Sonia just said I should let go of that, so I'm just gonna do it. And then tomorrow it's gone. I am very aware that that's not how it works. That's why the inner work is so important. However, at the same time, when you have something to focus on and you know what's important to let go, and then you work with someone on it, that will make the transformation, that will create the breakthrough, that will create the freedom. And I know it's sometimes challenging to look at someone who feels like, hey, they arrived somewhere. It took me over freaking 20 years to get where I am. I don't regret anything. It was worth every tear, every pain, every debt, everything I did for it. So don't focus on it being hard. Don't focus on, oh my God, this is so much work. Focus on the possibility. Focus on feeling free, feeling confident, loving yourself, being connected to your authentic self, living the life you want to live, and free of being caught up in judgment, doubts, insecurities all the time, and you live your life. I don't even have fun words for it sometimes. So don't focus on, oh my God, the work. Focus on what's possible. And I can promise you, over time, you're gonna fall in love with inner work, because I am in love with inner work right now. Okay, am I landing here? Guys, let me know. Is this resonating for you? And I get a lot of comments. I'm going to go back to them later. But if you have a specific question, please leave a comment below and let me know if this is landing. Does that make sense? Let's go to number 3. Number 3 of things to let go this year, if you haven't done so yet, is what other people think of you. Yes, big one. Oh my God, I could not do anything in the past, or I was terrified of being judged, being rejected, doing the wrong thing, was constantly ashamed. What would other people think of me? The need to be perfect, the need to be liked. I was a prisoner of that for a long time. And let me also tell you why letting go of what other people think of you is important. Because it's not about not caring or being just mean, and there's a huge difference between you speaking your truth, you living in alignment with whatever that means to you, and going for it and being able to deal with whatever comes. Not everybody likes what I do. Not everybody likes what I say. The more you are out there, the more rejection you get or the more judgment you get. Depending on who you are, you get more or less, you learn how to deal with it, because what is more important is that you are actually in truth, in alignment, and that you're moving forward with what is really important to you versus living someone else's life, versus being caught up in pleasing and constantly being afraid of what other people think of you. Super important. You gotta let go of what other people think of you in order to make this your year, your best year ever. And one thing, let me tap into that for a moment. And in order for you to be able to let go of what other people think or deal with the fact of what other people think, you get to tap into your power. You got to open up your power center. You got to tap into that energetical state of being where you feel safe to do so, where you know you can manage it, where you can handle it. And that's one of the most important pieces I work through when I work with people, and also one of the things that I go dive deeper into in my retreat in April. And if you're interested in my retreat in April, anything, if you want to know anything about it, it resonates with you to spend 3 days with me in the Dominican Republic, creating deep transformation while enjoying being on the beach in paradise, leave the comment retreat in the comment section and I will get back to you. And even if you only think about it, don't play small, don't come up with excuses, I don't have time, I don't have money. If it resonates with you, if you feel like, I want to know what this is about, just leave retreat. It's totally unattached, happy to connect with you and share more. So the power center is one of the things that I'm going to do in the retreat. The power center is when you are collapsed in your solar plexus, in your identity, in your self-worth. You are not going to feel safe and confident to hold your own space, your truth. So that whatever comes from outside, whatever people say about you, it just doesn't hit you here. It will affect you, but you will be able to totally deal with that. Make sense? Okay, Norma is here. Does it make sense so far? Am I landing? Okay, fantastic. Okay, wonderful. So, number 4. Oh my gosh, it's already 20 minutes. Okay, let's get this done. Number 4, you gotta let go of self-judgment. It's time to let go of judging yourself all the time. So, and again, because number 1 was, what was it? Let go of perfectionism. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you gotta let go of it, some of it, more than you've ever done before. And even if for this year you manage to be less judgmental, you will be successful, but you gotta let go of judging yourself all the time. You gotta let go of putting yourself down. You just gotta let go of that. And if you don't know how to do that, or if you're looking for someone to support you, let me know. If it's me or someone else, but get help. I would have never freed myself from my killer critic that was hammering at me 24/7, to the point that there was times in my life that I thought of, like, I wanted to rather die than live, because I was so bad to myself, and I felt like I couldn't bear the pain anymore. So if I can free myself from such inner hatred, inner critic, and self-judgment, so can you. Okay, and last but not least, number 5, you wanna let go this year to make this your best year ever. As let go of the fear of failure. Let go of the fear of failure, and or just do it anyway. The fear of failing is so ingrained in us for some reason, you know, like, I don't want to go too deep into, time purposes, but most everybody I speak with struggles with the fear of failing at something. And we rather not even get started because we are afraid of failing. So I'm not only inviting you to work towards letting go of that fear, I'm inviting you to look out for failure. You may think, what's she talking about? Yeah. And this year I'm doing it very consciously, because I still hold myself back in some areas, and think like what I just, for example, with the retreat, that I nearly talked myself out of it. And part of it was fear of failing. And so my intention, my decision, and what I invite you to do this year is not to avoid failure, look for it. Why? Because when you do things, you will fail in some things. And there's actually no such things, in my opinion, there's no such thing as failure. That's really a human concept that we invented. It's a human invention. When you don't quit, you never fail. You make an experience, you have an opportunity to learn. And yeah, maybe it doesn't go the way that you wanted it. However, it will always be better than not doing it at all. So, letting go of the fear of failure, look for failure, choose to fail this year. What if you would totally change your mindset around it and say, hey, you know what? I am actually gonna do enough this year. I'm gonna go for my dreams. I'm gonna go for what I want, and I'm going to fail in something. Because the more I fail, the more I'm actually creating. Does this make sense? I'm curious about this one. How does that sound to you? How does that sound to you? What if you would look for failure this year? I'm curious. I'm gonna be here 2 more minutes. If you have any specific questions, and if I missed any questions, don't worry, I will go back and check in. And remember, if you feel a sense of, oh my God, I do wanna have a breakthrough this year, in a small, intense, very intimate setting with me, 3 days in the Dominican Republic. I'm just get goosebumps when I talk about this. It's going to be so incredible. It's going to be, I'm not even promoting it out there yet, because I have people already coming towards me. It's very, very, very small group. If that resonates with you and you want to know more about it, leave the comment, retreat in the comment section. So recap. Let go of perfectionism, just do it. Stop playing small, let go of the excuses, blaming, resenting, take 100% responsibility. Let go of what other people think. Let go of judging yourself and putting yourself down. And number 5, let go of the fear of failure. And fail this year in a big way, because that means you're gonna create in a even bigger way. Okay, that's it for today. If you're watching the replay, or if you're watching live, or if you're watching on YouTube, wherever you are, and if this was valuable, if there's only one thing that you got out of this, please share this with a friend. Share it with another person that you know you would love them to have a breakthrough or their best year ever. I am determined to make 2019 my best year ever. And if you stay with me, I'm gonna take you on with me. I'm gonna take you on with me. So that's, I'm totally committed to you. Okay, thank you for being here today. Join me again next Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. Eastern time, and I will talk to you soon. Much love.